Shen Yun has treated many of its performers as an expendable commodity. That's a direct quote. And then most described feeling used by a religious movement that was focused on spreading its views. How would you react to that characterization in the early paragraphs of an article?
I think it's the opposite, because I've seen on a lot of occasions where management will actually talk to dancers about their future, and they're actually talking about what they could do in the future or what their goals are, and basically they're thinking a couple steps ahead of just these individual dancers. So I mean, in my own case, it was like that too. They would talk to me about options in the future. Hey, have you thought about doing this or that? And are you interested in stage production? A dancer's life is very finite. You can't dance for 50 years like a singer. A singer you can sing when you're 70, 80. A dancer, when you're in the 30s, you start to consider other options, right? So it's very, very real. It's not that people are being tossed and thrown away. I remember in Feiting College, I took a speech and debate course. I took digital design, Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere, and even InDesign, sort of everything that I would never use as a dancer. It was sort of the breadth of what you had access to in terms of expanding your reach.
There's this kind of stereotype around elite athletic schools that you don't really need to focus on the academics that much. So you're telling me a bit of a different story here.
I think in Feitin, the teachers do want the students to strive in their academics as well, because it's connected to part of our dance. For example, I do a class in history, Chinese history, Western history, math, English, all around it. And so once, let's say in the future, you don't dance anymore, you are able to, pursue other careers.
The artists told me that every Feitian student receives a full-ride scholarship that covers tuition, textbooks, accommodation, and meals. Additionally, students are allowed to apply to go on tours with Shen Yun as part of their practicums to earn school credits. The company covers all expenses.
Also, I feel like in the whole course of studying dance, you don't just learn how to dance, but there are so many lessons and things such as perseverance or humility that you can use these soft skills you develop here in any area of life. So say in the future, I do want to pursue some other career. I will use everything I learned in this whole process to choose something else. And I'm pretty sure in whatever area that I choose to develop in, these skills will still see me to success.